All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Let's go. Great.
Hey, pick your game up. Shift.
Here we go.
Here's Foles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Hey, Alpha.
Foles. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good field position for the Bills as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Maxwell. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start first and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Go. Get out there. Go. 54, right there.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12. Prescott now. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Maxwell. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Henderson will try and run for the first. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Prescott looks to throw on first. And he finds Tyler Kroft. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott. Throw left side complete. It's Maxwell. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 18. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be considered.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Showing it. Showing it.
26.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Under. We're going to 54. Line in. 27 miles. Here we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that will be caught by Jones. He's got a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to maneuver offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, that's 2 sacks in this game, so add that to the 4 from last week. I think that's 6.
Good math. Excellent math. And look, he's going to get all the attention. He deserves it. He got home and got the quarterback on the ground. But that's a concentrated team effort because you have a lot of guys who occupy block.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the sack master, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a pass caught by Zay Jones. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
A first down throw for Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, kill. 47.
Right there. 54 Mike. Check pass. Ball shot. Mike.
26.
Here's Prescott. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, it's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in his first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Foles. This one complete to the tight end, O'Shaughnessy.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Watch the twist. Kill.
2nd and 6. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out.
That's
17-0 our score after 1.
Be alert! Hey, Silver.
He's checking crowd. Spot.
Girl.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
and attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Let's go.
At their own 21-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 47.
You better bring
26.
Second down, it's Henderson.
check 26, check 26.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. You ain't got nothing.
Here we go, 46, 46.
Zoom. Before Mike. Check. Watch the
26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Crunch.
Fournette, a first down carry. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind from me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed the offensive line. He came free and made the hit in the backfield.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to that 2-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
This Buffalo defense has stood their ground. This is 3rd and goal.
13.
Here's Fournette, and he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Check, 47. All day, baby, all day.
We're going to 53.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Prescott. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
What we got? No. Here we go.
2nd and 2. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Go, get out there. Hey, kill. Check that. Watch the screen. My 52.
Prescott now from the 50. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Maxwell. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I just grab a nugget when I can.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
To throw again on second down. Foles. That's out to his running back, Fournette.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to hold that one in.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Second and 10. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Go!
Check three. Rush in.
They'll drop to throw. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Leonard Fournette. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Hey, silent one.
Pull it together. Watch the shit.
From the 41, Foles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Justin Houston in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack.
Check 25. Check 25.
He'll look to throw. Open is Swaim, the tight end. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
It's a gain of 17. Yet it brings up fourth down.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And Lambeau will put this one through. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch it, here we go. 26.
Prescott on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Maxwell. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing. Prescott. He's got Jake Butt as tight end. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen, but everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, Cadence. Silent.
Foles. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Here's Foles. Completes it to Lee. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
He's coming.
They'll run with Fournette. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
What we got? Switch.
On second and very short, Foles got an open man. It's Scott. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding.
Zebra.
Check 43. Under 10.
Pick.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Zebra.
They'll look to throw here. He wants it all for the end zone. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. You.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his throw is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Mike's 50. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, Mike's 50.
Go to 54. Line.
Check 37.
Gun.
3rd and long for Prescott. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Kill. Check. Lucky.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
180. Flat. One.
Three down. Mike 9.
On 2nd and 9. Foles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Foles. And able to find Conley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Throw left side to his tight end, Swain.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Zebra.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Check.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Watch the eyes.
Kill. Shift. We're going to 54. Hey, kill.
Again, it's Henderson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Up from the secondary to make the tackle, Jalen Ramsey. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Here's Henderson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
some of the most unselfish players on any football team? Defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The Bills on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. On the draw, this is Henderson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Buffalo. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, watch it. Check nine.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw. He's got Swaim here as tight end outright. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9. He'll drop to throw. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. It's taken to the 26. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Again, it's Henderson. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Let's go, great.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And his throw here is incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Into the hands of his tight end, Jeff Swain. Now the ball comes loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And good field position coming up here. The football at the 12-yard line.
Mike, there you go. Mike, 5-4. Watch the slant. He's crashing.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On 3rd down, here's Henderson. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 25-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lee. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Here we go.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go one more. Good work, boys. Let's go.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Now on second and 13. Foles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Rock it. Go.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Lambo is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So we're back to a 1-score game, and now you figure we'll likely see an onside kick.
Yeah, they've only got the 1 timeout remaining, so I think they've got to take a chance at getting the ball back.
A little less than 90 seconds to go. This will be an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. To the right side, this is Henderson. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
And a Jaguar first down.
Let's go. 8, read. Hey, lock it. 22 jet bomber. Hey, Haywood. Step.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to Fournette. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. pass catch short of the marker by just a yard. Leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Minshew. Open is Swain, the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Throwing on first down is Minshew. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my